which coach would be more likely to appear in one of your celebrations?
I don't know if we even had celebration back when
That's kind of the point I'm getting at, my boy.
Look, I told KO, I told him, all right, we got to be up 2 possessions. It has to be in the 4th quarter, and you're getting in on a Celly. I'm going to give you my helmet. I'm taking your headset, and I'm going to act like I'm yelling at you.
Okay, so it's already in the works. It's already in the works.
I already planned it with KO.
Okay, good. I want to talk about the celebrations a bit, too, because I see the videos of the guys practicing them and stuff. Are you the conductor? You're running that show? Hey, bro, we got a team meeting. We're doing cover 2, cover 3 at 3, and then we're doing celebrations at 3:30. Is that how it goes?
No, literally. Right after on Saturdays. Like, I'm dead serious. We got our 8 o'clock meeting. We got our 7:50 team meeting. Then we got defense at 8. I said, all right, defensive rehearsals at 8:30. Be there, you're not in the Celly.
I love it.
And
now, was there any
tagged on Instagram if you're not there?
Was there any pushback from guys? Was everyone bought in like from the jump? Was a couple guys like, man, I ain't doing this shit? Or was there any like, because I've been in NFL locker rooms, bro, and I know some coaches would be like, what the fuck what the DBs doing over there doing TikTok dances or whatever? But it seems like, man, everyone's having fun over there, and there's not too much pushback.
Nah, there's no pushback at all because they see, okay, the more we plan this stuff, the more we prepare to get an interception, to get a turnover, the more it happens. And we're the only team in the league that's had a turnover every single game.
Yeah, that's crazy.
All 17 games. And that's, people clown us and say everything, but we have the most takeaways and turnovers every single game. There's really nothing else to say. And I feel like it even brings people more motivation to make plays.
Yeah.
And then they see it all over social media, and that's the funny part of it.
Yeah.
Us doing, it started with my usher dance, and everybody's like, and I'm like, come on, get in on a celebration with me, y'all.
You killed it.
So then my boy Josh, we got the Parent Trap one, so we just started thinking of crazy ideas, and I just started making a list of a bunch of ideas,
like,
just throwbacks.
Just join in.
I got a giant list, and everybody's like, all right, now I want to be a part of it, because they see that it's actually fun, and it's something that's going to make us make even more plays.
It's a lot of fun, bro. And it's kind of manifesting. Like, shit, we practice it all week. We got to do it now. We got to get a pick.
Exactly.
We got to go make a play.
Was he always...
Now we feel disappointed if we don't make a play.
Yeah, now you really going to get clowned. You out there doing High School Musical for nothing.
Was you always a celebrator, or it just kind of happened? Did you plan on it? Because first and foremost, I want to say I love just watching you build your brand and doing what you're doing, bro. You all over my social media. I think I hit you with the follow pretty recently, too. But was it always a big thing to celebrate, or it just kind of happened this year, or what?
Nah, that's always been me. I've been clowning since high school. I grew up in Southern California, so I had, playing against Bosco, Mater Dei, all the big time schools, and I was in a public school at Centennial, and we were beating all of them. We won CIF a few years in a row against Bosco and Mater Dei and all of them. So all of our games were televised. So since high school, I knew, okay, I knew
been in the
what
mirror
camera
with
was
the
on. Yeah, I would see the red light on the camera. And I recorded at home, and that'd be the cool. You're in high school. You're like, I need TV time, so I'd stand. Even when I wasn't getting playing time, and our games were on TV, I'd stand by the coach just to see myself on TV. So when I started playing and balling, I get a pick in the championship. I'm over here doing some crazy, doing the dolphin, doing the light skin face in the camera back in high school, and everybody's clowning me now about it. But I'm like, no, I've been doing this forever since I was a kid. And it's just something I never really. I take football serious, but I've never taken it too serious to where I can't have fun.
Yeah.
Because when you're playing well, you're making plays. That's the most fun you can have. So I'm like, if I earn the right to clown, then that means I'm balling. So
yeah, you better show your ass when you balling, brother. I'm telling you, because the flip side of it, they gonna kill you, and so enjoy it while you're winning.
Exactly.
But I want to talk about some like people you looked up at or looked up to, football players, not about how they play football. Some celebrators. Like who are some of the like GOAT celebrators back in the day? It can be both sides of the ball, can be at any level. Who you got kind of in your Mount Rushmore of like, man, that boy was showing his ass and kind of like brought it to a bigger stage?
I got obviously Ocho Cinco.
Yeah.
You got T.O. and I say Odell.
Yeah.
Those are probably the 3 most. Just the fact that they were clowning, like I'm talking starting fights, and T.O. did the thing on the Star in Dallas. You got Odell. Odell probably had the craziest ones of all time, just because the fact that he was doing stuff where you got to be able to dance. It takes skill, but also he was clowning the other team. He did the dog one and started peeing on the goalpost or whatever.
I'm biased. I'm biased because that's my dog, but I think he
really
changed the landslide of the whole celebration shit. Like you said, it was dancing. It was like choreographed shit. Like now people are practicing. I know Ocho had done it, T.O. had done it, but like I feel like O did that shit every fucking week.
He made
and
it,
was
he
like,
made it swaggy because he was
Yeah.
even on the gram like hitting dances and doing all types of
that
stuff.
little whip bitch went
The little
crazy.
whip,
Exactly.
He
Yeah,
had the
was
world in shambles
He
with
was
the
like
whip.
the start of like the trends. You know, people
Yep.
started dyeing the hair.
Yeah, and I
like,
think
I
all
had
that
my
stuff.
shit
So I-
dyed. You had your shit dyed too?
I never did it because I didn't want to lose my hair if I dyed it. But I knew I wanted to. I wanted the honey badger cut.
Yeah.
I wanted all that just because that was the influences we had. But for sure, Odell was one of those dudes that really had people, actually starting to have fun while they're playing.
Yeah.
First one to wear the watch in the game.
Yeah.
Just all that stuff, just starting trends. I'm like, I respect
The
that.
Chrome Hearts
Beyond
cleats.
football.
Yep.
Yeah, beyond football, it's branding, and you see the type of brand that he has now off the field. It's like that stuff can sustain forever. And
That's what I was
people
gonna
don't
say,
think
like-
about it like that.
Yeah.
It's genius.
That's what I was gonna say. Like, probably the difference with him and like T.O. and Ocho was like he caught that good time with social media. 2014,
Yeah,
15,
exactly.
16 when it was all picking up. Like, and now you see a lot of these teams. I don't know who they got running these social media accounts, but they got some good dudes running these social media accounts. And so the importance of social media, you can tell it's been like addressed.
The dynamics,
and every
I
team
think,
is
is
like,
shifting.
yeah, every team's like, we need a social media presence. Have you kind of felt that as a player, seeing like maybe people around your building or stuff that you see online? Is there more like people trying to capture content, stuff to share with fans, or just share in general?
Yeah, I feel like everybody is really racing to either start a new trend
Yeah.
or create their own part of a trend. And you see everything blowing up. You see TikTok's huge and everything. But really, you go down like even just like seeing the stuff outside of the field, like football stuff.
Yeah.
That's where I see teams trying to build. So with us on our team, my boy Josh Metellus, he has this thing where he goes around the locker room called Tell Us with Metellus. And he's asking questions in the locker room and stuff like that, just to see like people's random thoughts that they have or ideas and anything, and just certain things like that. I think fans love to see us off the field. And I feel like that's like our biggest thing, that we don't believe that people really want to see stuff like our real life.
Yeah.
And I think that's the best way to really market yourself and be somebody that people can enjoy watching even in the off season. And I think that's what teams need to realize. And I think that's what people are starting to catch on to now, that you need to capture every part of these guys' lives if you really want to be able to make the market big for yourself and for your players. And for me, for myself, I'm like, I'm trying to market myself so I can walk straight into some new opportunities to have the same fun that I'm having in football in the off season. Go clown, do dances anywhere else, even whether I'm playing football or not. Just do random stuff. And that's where like my off season, I'm like traveling, like going across the world, just doing whatever. People call me the king of side quests. And I'm like, that's what people like to see, and that's something I enjoy. And I feel like people think, okay, you're an athlete, just be an athlete. But I'm like, nah, I'm using this football stuff to really take me across the world, change lives first and foremost, but also to enjoy myself too.
That's
I think
amazing,
you're
bro.
doing a good job marketing yourself this year,
bro.
my
You're
boy.
doing great. I think it's tough
Appreciate that.
with football players because like you could make every play on the field, but at the end of the day, like you have a helmet. A lot of people aren't gonna know who you are. You walking down the street, blah blah blah, and people really won't really know who you are. So the fact that they're leaning into you doing stuff off the field now, locker room, you're doing your side quests and doing everything like that, bro. It's so important, bro. Take advantage of that shit.